Welcome back to another adventure. Today, I won't tell you where we're going, but I will tell you that today we'll be seeing an airplane larger than that A380 that's going by. So, right now I'm at JFK, Terminal 5. Can't tell you where I'm going. You guys can take a guess. It isn't. I almost ruined it for you guys. We're going to see an airplane that's larger than the A380, bigger than the 747. So I hope you know where we're going. Until then, sit tight and try Googling it. Grapevines, cornfields to our left, grapevines to the right. Where do you think we are? Dun 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 dun. The Spruce Goose, baby. So we're here in Portland, Oregon, Victorville to be exact. And you'll see the Evergreen Space and Aviation Museum. They also have a 747 with its engines as a water park. Here we are, Evergreen Museum, from the outside. Never in my life I thought I'd be all the way out here in the middle of nowhere seeing a 747 without its engines, or a 747 on top of a building as a water slide in the middle of nowhere. Just gave you a 360. After so long, I've actually made it out here. Let's see how it goes. I have no clue where to buy the tickets. I have no clue which way to go, but we'll figure it out together. Let's see. Oh, look at the size of this thing. We finally made it. Dun, 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 Inlet Cow. Let me just show you the sheer size of this thing. I could almost guarantee you've never seen anything this big. So I'm really excited because I actually got seats to go inside the cockpit. The tickets were hard to get, but we managed to pull them off. There's only 2 people that's working here. Teeny weeny little engines. Shows you the showcases how over the years they've progressed. Go from radials to inlines to horizontally opposed. Look at that. They have all different types of props. But they don't have a variable pitch, look. I'm so amazed at the size of this thing. I wish there was like a corner where I could go and see how big it gets. So that area was actually cut out when it was in a different place, and we'll get more history on that once we get the tour done. It's a 1903 Flyer, Charles E. Taylor, mechanic. Let me show you this. This is the Spirit of St. Louis. He actually took off right by Long Island. It's called Mitchell Field. Let's see if they actually have Mitchell Field here written somewhere. But he did make the transatlantic flight from Mitchell Field. And I'll tag you in on that video on the bottom of this so you guys can see. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But look, at the sheer size. No computers, no nothing. Just engineers doing their thing and Howard Hughes. Look at the size of that lamp. Wow. As per FAA mandation, it says experimental on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Man. And that's for a mooring line right there. Oh, this calls for a selfie. I don't like selfies, but this is a selfie shot. Oh my god. I am so excited, so happy. Look at this. Standing right underneath the Spruce Goose. To the left. To the right. Amazing. And of course, we have a German Nazi ME-262, first engine jet-driven aircraft. This wreaked havoc on our forces. And they actually have the original pull starters, original landing gear, original everything. They've actually removed the guns. Modern aircraft right here. Look at the size. And these engines that I'm standing right underneath are massive. I will show you here. They actually have an engine here on the sides with the prop on it, and it looks tiny on this aircraft, but it is massive. These wings were so big that you could actually walk through them standing tall, standing upright. And the horizontal stabilizer, the vertical stabilizer. Man, I wish I could have some of these for home. Look at that. Mini cockpit. And you can actually see how deep they get from the back. And of course, F4 Phantoms, DC-3, the most versatile airplane ever made. It's really amazing. A26 Invader. They have everything. They have everything here. But I am just here for this. Nice and shiny. Look at the size. As always known, I always like the butt end of airplanes. And here we are at the butt. And of course, I find other Desi people. Hi, are you from India? Oh, thank God. He's gonna let us go inside the DC-3. Don't worry, you guys can talk. I'm just gonna edit it out. Hey guys, how you doing? If you guys don't mind, are we allowed inside?
Yeah, they take you in.
All right.
I'll take you in.
Thank you.
We got to get your fingerprints.
Fingerprints here?
Yeah.
What else?
Social security number.
Social security number, date of birth? That's it. It's given to you already.
Okay.
Finally entering a DC-3 after God knows how many years of me trying.
So you did fly one of these?
No, I used to work on one of these a long time ago. When I started aviation, I used to work on this. I learned on one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting too many in here now.
Too many. Four.
Four is maximum.
Is 3 plus you or 4 of us?
No, I can take.
Because my brother is outside. Can you come?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can have 4 except.
Yeah, 4 plus me.
Yes.
Well, I count as 2.
It's
So.
a fire department here or something. So this airplane built in 1936, and it was built as an airliner. It was converted, flew as an airliner for over 40 years, and then about 35 years ago they restored it. When they restored it, though, they didn't restore it fully as an airliner. It's partly this part is airline, the seats are airline. This part is military. For World War II, they made over 10,000 of these for World War II.
And we're in the cockpit. So the compass was always like that on the DC-3?
Yeah, pretty much. Now they made some upgrades to the radios, I think, after this was built. But basically, it's the same.
Things have changed.
You see this instrument here? It's
Which one?
the one hanging on the bench.
The compass.
The compass.
The
Yeah.
compass, yeah.
Yeah, the compass. So that was the way they originally were, and that was done for the purposes of vibration. I guess
Free floating. Okay. Makes sense.
Generally didn't use that compass because it had a radio compass as well, but that was kind of your backup compass. Because if you're vibrating along.
Yeah, a lot of vibration on these, that's for sure. No, not at all.
Most museums work on volunteer.
Yes.
They call us docents, but I'm
Docents,
specifically a
yes.
tour guide.
Yes, docents.
The right-hand side of that bar down there lifts up.
And what was back here?
Well, there's a lavatory there. That's not an original toilet.
It's not an original toilet, okay.
They didn't have porta potties back in the 30s.
And
1930s.
behind here is the
Behind that wall is another room that is accessible from the outside, and it's just basically a storage room for cargo.
It's cargo hold,
and
basically.
suitcases, luggage, stuff like that.
Pretty cool, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Construction of the hangar began. A skilled team of engineers immediately set to work on designing the plane. A twin-hull aircraft was considered initially. The bigger aircraft was single-hull.
I'm really amazed at the sheer size of everything on this plane. Completely amazed. So while I was waiting here for my tour, I found this, look. Fuel loading port, grade 100. That's pretty cool. So the fuel was underneath and in the wings. So here we go. We're gonna go inside. Look at the support structure underneath. Look at the size. As you get closer, you realize this is huge. They have a landmark status page here. Look.
No longer the longest.
Look at the size. I actually like the fact that they let you see, that you flip over through everything and how it got in here. They paid for this themselves. So they use these flotation devices in the wings to make sure it has flotation.
That's a fuel tank compartment.
See that? That is the flotation devices. Now those were added on later as a fire suppression system. So this is designed in the 50s, I think, 30s, 40s for the fire suppression system. Oh, it actually says it right there, CO2 fire suppression system. So this stair was also added on later. It's not the original stairs that they originally had. So our tour is at 2 o'clock. So right now we're gonna wait until 2. And if you see those balls, those are the DME antennas. They couldn't place them outside because the water was downstairs. So pretty cool. And if you look, everything is made out of wood. Every single piece of this plane is made out of wood. I wanted to show you guys this too. I don't know if my lens is gonna let you focus in on it. Let me switch it over, maybe you could see. I'll post this photo. That's how big it is. Here we go.
Okay, come on in. We're going to go around the glass case to the right. Watch out for anything black and yellow. It'll trip you up every time.
Around the glass
Find a
case.
big hole in the floor. That's a good indication to stop.
Hole on the floor. Good indication. Stop. Ta-da! Hole on the floor.
All right. So that big hole in the floor leads downstairs to the gas tanks. There's only 14 1,000-gallon gas tanks downstairs. Considering the airplane uses 606 gallons of gas an hour, you kind of need an extra big gas tank. That little hole in the back of the airplane there, of course, leads into the tail, but it's 115 feet away from you right now. It's 5 feet tall, and there's another 35 feet of airplane behind that.
Wait, that door is 5 feet tall.
That door's 5 feet tall. It comes up to here on me.
But yet it looks wee
Yes.
from there.
Now, there was somebody that actually was sitting in the tail of the airplane when the airplane flew. They were watching for hydraulic leaks. When the airplane, after the airplane flew, they of course did an inspection of the airplane, and they found that there were big cracks in the fuselage back by the tail. The tail had just about fallen off.
Wow.
But even knowing the tail's about to fall off, that's not the worst seat in the house. There's a worse seat in this airplane, and we will talk about that here in a little bit. But they put the airplane away, they fixed the tail. You'll see some ribbing back there by the tail on the outside of the fuselage where they fixed it. And they put the airplane in a hangar. Being made of wood, Howard was very concerned that the airplane was going to catch fire. This airplane was also built within 10 years of the Hindenburg disaster, so they all had that on their mind as well. So he put those red tanks in there and all this pretty silver plumbing as a fire out. He did everything he could so it would not become a fire news story for the press. Now when we got the airplane, it was in pieces. So we were able to inspect it, look for mold, mildew, dry rot, anything that's going to make the airplane fall apart around us. We got those big pontoon floats at the ends of the wings, and we popped the hatch on those, and those beach balls started popping out. He filled the wing floats full of beach balls so that if he did get a hole in them for whatever reason, the beach balls would keep the water out and it wouldn't fill with water and sink the airplane.
Those are original
Original
1950
1946
46
beach balls with
beach balls.
possibly 1946 air.
Yeah. Clean.
All wired is original, absolutely. I don't believe there's anything on this airplane that I can think of that is not original. Okay, so watch out for the black and yellow things. Now, this next bit of information is something that I believe to be true. After doing this for long enough, I think Howard's most important piece of equipment on this airplane was his coffee pots.
Coffee.
Okay, so the guy that sat here, his sole responsibility is electricity. If somebody was to call down and say, hey, we have an electrical fire, we've got sparks, we got a problem with the airplane there, it's a battery disconnect. He yanks on that lever, all the power of the airplane goes off. I was worried about this poor guy though. Think about it, this is the only chair on this level. There's nobody else sitting down here. Those doors would have been closed, and this is probably his only light source. Now he can feel the airplane on the water, and as long as he feels the airplane on the water, everything is fine. Howard is the only one that knows the airplane's going to fly. So as long as this guy feels this, he's happy. All of a sudden Howard makes the airplane fly and he doesn't feel that anymore. What's he supposed to think? Wait a minute, something is wrong here. Should I pull the lever or not? I figured if he pulled the lever, then Howard would be down the stairs throwing him out the door before the airplane landed. He didn't do that, so it's okay. Now, any idea what these silver footballs overhead are all about?
I know they're. I won't say, but go ahead. They're antennas.
Yes, they're directional radio antennas.
DME antennas.
Now, actually a DF antenna.
DF. Sorry, DF.
So now, normally you'd see those on the outside of an airplane. How can you get away with putting them on the inside of the airplane and make them work?
Yeah, I was actually that was on my mind.
Because of wood construction, it doesn't
Yes,
metal?
exactly. Radio waves go through wood. Now, if radio waves go through wood, then wouldn't radar waves go through wood? And if radar waves go through wood, couldn't this be considered a stealth aircraft?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, something to think about.
Yeah.
Let's go on upstairs.
Look at the size of these generators. Yeah, I'm coming first. Hold on. Is that the escape hatch?
No, that's an air vent.
Air vent. Okay. Go upstairs?
Upstairs.
All right. Up we go.
Yep, that's Bell.
Okay, that's tight. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Look at this. Oh yeah. To the wings. Infinity and beyond.
Okay, you feel like you just got back in time?
Yes.
Okay, so like downstairs, let's start from the back, work our way forward. So go to the back wall
Back wall.
and look to your left.
I did. That's the first thing I noticed. There's two I've noticed so far.
Okay, so remember I said that the tail was not the worst seat in the house? There was somebody sitting inside of the wing behind each engine with a fire extinguisher in their lap when the airplane flew.
Where's the number? Where's the first engine? Where does it?
You see the diagonals?
Right.
That's where the engines are.
That's where the engines are. Okay. Pretty cool.
Now the wing itself is 11 feet thick, top to bottom, where we stand.
11 feet thick.
11 feet thick. So if you need to do any work on the front half of the wing, you go through that hatch there. But this is the main wing spar right here. So in order to get to the back half of the wing, you got to go through there.
Wood.
And then above that hatch is your high-speed, high-tech 1946 electronics with color-coded.
Yes, I'm looking at
You will
that.
notice that the white wires are right adjacent to the white wires. But if you look on the other side of the panel, you'll actually find some white wires.
Bendix is out of commission a long time ago. Whee! Why you're so deep, your flashlight does absolutely nothing. This is cool.
Now, believe it or not, this is how you start the airplane. These are two 4-cylinder Franklin aircraft engines. You can actually take these out, put them in a small airplane and go flying.
Yeah.
But in this case, we get them started up with the hand crank. They develop the electricity we need to start the big engines up. And once the big engines get started, then these can be shut down. So now if you ever play Trivial Pursuit, and you get that question in Trivial Pursuit that says, how many engines are on the Spruce Goose? You now know the correct answer is
10.
10. Right. The card is going to say 8, but you say, no, I've seen it. There's 2 more inside. I get a piece of the game.
Imagine how loud it is in here.
Oh, yeah. But luckily, they don't have to be on for very
Yeah.
long. Now, if you like to have a seat and feel what real leg room is like, be careful. There's some little kids spill some water there, but we'll get that cleaned up in a minute. That second seat from the windows does have a broken spring in it, so I would suggest if you sit there, be aware of that. Now, the windows themselves were not here for the flight. They were put in by Long Beach so that people could be on the outside of the airplane and look in. If you look at this side of the airplane on the left or the right, you will see what it really looked like on the left when it was supposed to be there. So there was nothing to see back here. You sit in these seats and all you do is look forward. But the press used these seats. And Howard made 2 taxi runs up and down the harbor. My mind went blank. Up and down the harbor, and then he came back to port. 2 of these guys got off the airplane because they wanted to be the first ones to get their stories on the wire. So they're typing away like crazy, and they look out the window and they see this airplane going back out on the water. Guess what it's going to do?
Oh, yeah.
Guess what they're not? Oops. So, now the airplane itself is a prototype. It's a one-of-a-kind. It's a test airplane. That's why we have things like the propeller test station. Are we getting the thrust we want out of the engines? You have over on this other side, you have the airflow over the wings of the tail. If you look at the bottom of the wings and the bottom of the tail, you see a lot of little tiny holes. Those are the sensor holes this is reading from to find out if we're getting the high pressure where we need the high pressure to create the lift. And then after that, you have your engine performance, your hydraulic performance, your engine temperature, but most importantly, we got more coffee.
That's more important.
Go on up front and have a seat.
So all these cross pieces are wood also.
They're all wood.
Everything is all wood.
So work on those chairs. I know everyone complain, oh, my chair is not comfortable.
Yeah, no kidding.
Stop lying, okay?
You guys have no clue how happy I am right now.
Okay, now there's a big sign back here that says controls. However, I want you to experience this airplane just like Howard Hughes did. So with your right hand, which you're holding the camera with right now, put your hand on the throttles. You just put 24,000 horsepower in the palm of your hand. And listen to this and react.
This is James McNamara speaking to you from the cabin of the giant Hughes aircraft once again. All in Europe is just the right of it. You passed everyone to hold on. Hughes is tremendous horsepower picking up. Howard is sitting directly in front of it. Holding on to his seat.
That's me.
Here we go. Here we go. The airspeed indicator. That goes up to 25.
Airspeed indicator.
Throttles forward.
Push it forward. Go, push it forward. Push it forward. Yeah. All 8 of them. Look, it's going. It's moving. Look. It's moving. 50. 50. Choppy. 65. Look at that.
just as to be, I don't know. We were airborne for just a moment, and we were really up in the air. We were really up in the air.
I am sitting where Howard Hughes sat and tested this plane. Imagine sitting in this seat and sitting and doing this. Imagine sitting in Howard Hughes' seat. Howard Hughes' seat.
Thank you.
He sat
Okay,
here.
now like you said, before you get up out of the seat there,
Oh, okay, yeah.
you got to be able to stand up and look down the back of our little airplane.
So here, this is why I actually did this tour. Check this out. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Woo! Oh man, I am so excited, so happy. On my face. Come on, I'll make a video of you on top. I am so happy. Look at this. Look at this. We're on top of the world. Top of the world. Howard Hughes stood here. To come up on top. Look. Yee! Look. Hold on. Ready? Smile. Can you take a picture of me? I'm so happy. Okay, I want to take a few pictures while I'm up here. Go ahead.
Okay. See this piece right here? It looks like a piece of angle iron, right?
Yes.
It is also wood. When we got the airplane, we got long strips of that wood as spare parts. The gift shop has taken and cut those into about 3-inch segments, and they're selling them as key rings.
I already bought it.
You already got
I
it?
bought it.
Well,
I couldn't
it's
stop.
got a picture of the goose on it, right?
Yes.
Originally, they didn't have the picture of the goose on it. And I told them, well, if I was to buy this, I would end up cherishing it for a few months, and then somebody in my house would throw it in the junk drawer. Everybody's got a junk drawer. And then 2 years down the road, I'd pull this out of the junk drawer and say, what the heck is this? And I'd just probably throw it away. So I talked them into giving me about 250 of them. And that picture that's on there, I did the first engravings of the goose with my laser at home. And that way you don't forget what the piece is all about. And it's not an ink stamp that's going to wear off over time either. So
That's amazing, man.
That's the first thing
Yep.
you picked up.
yeah, but it is actually a piece of the original wood made for the goose.
Getting the original cups.
Yeah, I wish we had.
I know.
cups.
This
Somebody
the cups, you know.
put Starbucks on.
Yeah.
there.
No, not Starbucks. No.
And of course, you're looking at it right now. That's our 10-man raft.
Original.
Original.
Wow.
4 of them are on the aircraft up here.
Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy, dude. I am
Did
so
you see
happy.
the stuff
I did
inside
not.
Here?
No, I did not.
Inside there.
His
Tell me what you
huge.
see.
Oh, transistors. The old transistors. Look at that. Tubes. Yeah. None of those left in aviation. I can guarantee you that.
Do you know what that number is?
Stations. Station number 414.
414 inches from the nose.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Can we sit here or no?
Absolutely.
Ah. They're bolted down.
Yep, they're bolted down.
So if you ever fly in a modern day test aircraft, 5-6 point harness
Yep.
with a parachute, with a helmet, with a flight suit, it's crazy.
I've used the parachute.
Yes. Oh, you were in the military?
Airborne.
All right, airborne. So you know how it is to jump out of there. It's next level.
Did you get good pictures of the engineering station?
Where's the engineering station? I didn't get a chance to sit there, but I will take pictures now. What station was this?
That's radio.
Radio. Okay.
You got navigation.
So they're gonna take us upstairs to show us this. So just can't wait for that. It's 2:30. So when you guys come here, that's the main museum. That's where you're gonna enter. The building next door is a theater building, and that's the second part of the museum that they have. So make sure you do all 3 at the same time. Today, it's actually a very busy day here for these guys because they're doing a plane pull. Oh, by the way, that's my buddy. That's my older brother. They're doing a plane pull here today, and the parking lot was quite full. I was like, what the heck? The whole freaking state is here? But they're doing plane pulls over there. We're gonna go there and try to grab something to eat because I am hungry. But besides that, I don't think there's anything else to do around here. There's cornfields and airplanes. Anything else? No, that's it. I showed you practically everything there was in the last 10-minute video. But I'm going to show you, that's where the SR-71, the Titan missiles, and all the other stuff is. So once we get inside, I'll show you. So here we are, the Evergreen Space Museum. That's space, and that's aviation. Same identical building. But really cool how they have two separate buildings for separate types of aviation, per se, let's say. Pretty cool. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to go in. Bye, geez. I was about to open this one. Oops. Look at this. Hello, sir. How are you doing? No, it's all good. Bit of tidbit about me. I actually wanted to go to Florida with my degree that I don't use anymore to become a rocket engineer. Parents didn't like that at all. I actually applied for NASA maybe in 2002. I got qualified for the first interview, never went, so I'm never going to be qualified ever again. Oh, holy smokes. Is that a V1? No way. Where? It's the American V1. I was like, oh my god, they can't have an original V1 rocket here. So this was actually designed by Wernher von Braun, as you guys know. They have to have Wernher von Braun here somewhere. Still amazed that as soon as you walk into any type of space, oh, Yuri Gagarin. Most people pronounce it with a Y, but it's pronounced Uri Gagarin. The Y is silent. It's amazing. They actually have old newspaper clips here. You remember? We already went to his library. Flights of Vostok. Man, you know what? Single-handedly, the Soviets destroyed us in space. Even up to this day, their space program is something to be proud of if you were, on their side. But most people don't like to admit that. Of course, we're in America. We're going to be talking yay about America. But listen, the Soviets, during their heyday, made stuff possible. They even had rovers go to Venus and stuff like that. So you can't give them, any dirty looks and whatnot, because they actually made it happen. How? Trial and error. But besides that, they made it happen. This is a really nice museum. Oh, look, they have the Mars rover. I believe that's the Mars rover. But no, it's a moonwalker from the USSR. Look at that. If you ever followed me on the V1 rocket engine issues, this is a V1 deflectors that they had to design, but they were made out of copper. Again, if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, please comment below, and I'll gladly explain to you what I'm talking about and referring to. Amazing, amazing technology in one building, or two buildings to be honest. Oh look, hand tools. Oh, they have drones. They actually have rocket engines that you could touch up close. All different types of helicopters. I'm not a helicopter guy. I really don't know what I'm looking at. All I know is that once the rotor blade stops spinning, you're falling like a brick. I don't like helicopters. I've seen this helicopter at JFK quite a bunch of times. The CEO used to come in, fly in with this. I believe he used to come in from Manhattan. He tried doing everything he could. And let me go around so I could show you guys. Right behind here is the SR-71. They also have the Pratt & Whitney J58 engine that comes with it. Here you have the nacelle opened up. They could actually R&R this engine in about 6 hours time. Pretty cool. All 100% titanium. Inlet cone is about, I want to say 15 feet long. Inlet cone actually goes in to the inlet cowl. I hear some of the top secret technology that they had back in the day that probably is still somewhat classified. The internals are probably all gone. And they usually don't open it up this much as they did over here. It doesn't say what it is. Top speed on this is still classified. No one knows. Well, they actually have the drone here as well. Not that one. That one. That is the drone. They used this twice, actually, and both times it crashed. The second time, I believe, it took out the A-10 with it. Oh, this used to go right in between. Skunk Works, of course, hands down one of the most amazing companies of its time. Something just made me laugh while I was standing here right next to the SR-71. Imagine me taking pictures and videos of this in the 60s and 70s and talking about all the sensors and all the cameras and all the high-tech engines that they have on this, and just talking about it and taking a video of it and also taking pictures of this. This would have gotten me arrested and jailed for 50 years for treason. This technology was top secret, and it still is top secret until they started declassifying some of this, maybe in the 2010s. And believe it or not, majority of the stuff is still classified. Like, you cannot take a piece of this and send it to China. You can't. But still amazing. I never in my life thought I'd be touching the SR-71's butt end. Not stainless steel, not platinum, not nothing. Titanium. All of it. A to Z. Now just imagine me going around, right? Taking pictures and videos, and some MP comes up to me, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you taking a picture of this plane?" And I'm in jail for 50 years. No trial, no nothing, on espionage charges. I wish I could show you the inlet cowl, the inlet nozzle that comes in and out. It travels as it picks up speed. It goes further in, so it doesn't create a shock wave inside the engine. So if you guys look all the way deep inside there, it moves back and forth. and you see how it closes up. You see all those little bumps there. That's how it directs the fuel. Look at this. I never in my life thought I'd be doing this. Look at this. Oh my God, I got shivers. Forget that. Fine, everyone touches the SR-71, A-10, whatever. How many people do you know that get to touch the drone? Oh my God. Dude. Oh my God, look. Feels to see this on TV, right? To see this on TV, to read about it, to learn about it, even do class projects about this, and then be able to come here and say, look what I'm touching. You guys have no clue what I'm going through right now. You have no clue when I'm touching this pitot probe, what's going through my mind right now. All of the years of me learning, reading, books, internet, every single thing I could think of just comes down to this right here. Amazing. Amazing, man. I am so humbled right now. Man, it is crazy. But I think that's pretty much about it on this side. We're gonna go to the tour. I don't want to miss out on the tour. So let's head inside again. The other building. Again, I was about to walk out and then this hit my field of view. The Soviets came out with this in the 1960s and NASA came out with this maybe about 20 years ago. So tell me again, who was ahead of their time? NASA or the SSP or CCCP?
Hi guys, so I'm traveling with these three and we are here to see ਵੱਡੇ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਆਏ ਆ ਦੇਖ ਮੇਰੇ ਘਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਜੱਫੀਆਂ ਪਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ ਜੱਫੀਆਂ ਪਾ ਇਹ ਆ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਸਾਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੋ ਘਰਵਾਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੇਲਾ ਦੇਖਣ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਮੇਲਾ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਜੀਜਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ